Thank you for tuning in to the Force Production Powerlifting channel. My name is Lawrence Malchep, and this is week 2, day 1. And the body weight is 233 pounds. We're working towards getting to around 220 to 225 and stabilizing there for the next meet, where I can weigh in at around, say, 224 again, 220. And fuel up for another good meet and hit some better PRs, let my Wilks score climb, and just overall feel good about things. So today we're doing 300 pounds for 2 sets of 3 in the squat, followed up by 253 pounds for 3 sets of 8. We are bench pressing 198 pounds for 2 sets of 3, 173 pounds for 3 sets of 8. Then we're going to deadlift 405 pounds. That's 405 pounds for a set of 3. And my battery ran out, and I missed one set of deadlifts, but I did 340 pounds for 3 sets of 8. Also, assistance work not shown is seated dumbbell presses, tricep push downs, and dumbbell bicep curls. So here's my top sets: 300 for 2 sets of 3, and these felt easy. I was pausing them at the bottom for a second, and it doesn't seem like a second, but I'm saying 1001 at the bottom. But I guess, looking at them now, it's not a true pause. It feels like it, though. Yeah, see, there, I'm like, yeah, I got to hold that pause a little bit longer. But what I'm noticing about my squatting is that the barbell is moving much, much better now in a straight line over my midfoot. And I'm very happy about that. Not completely satisfied, because once I get completely satisfied, then I start slacking and things start to go sideways. But we can see that the barbell is moving over the midfoot quite nicely. I'm pushing myself to get through these sets as quickly as possible, because the conditions in the gym right now that you are seeing is that the gym is very, very hot. It's probably 90 degrees in the gym. And after this training session, especially these sets of 8, my t-shirt was soaked, and I'm taking very, very little break, only allowing myself 2 to 3 minutes, just like they did at the last meet, and get through these reps, bang them out, get that muscular endurance up. If I can make a connection for what I'm doing here in the gym to my opinion videos, where I talk about things that are snake diet related, that are fat loss related, this is why I eat carbohydrates, you guys. This is why I eat one meal a day now. That's a very high calorie dense meal with lots of fat, lots of carbs, lots of protein, lots of salt, lots of potassium, lots of magnesium, lots of phosphates. I get that big meal in, and then I go and take it to the gym and I perform on it. For those of you who don't really quite understand powerlifting nutritionally, it's like this. You're not going to make the gains if you're not feeding the body what it needs. Snake diet is a tool that I always have, that I've earned the right to say, I'm a real snake dieter, and my channel is focused on helping people learn how to snake diet. Okay, so I'm representing the snake diet and how one snake dieter can use the snake diet to achieve different things in the fitness world. My choice is to powerlift, and I use the snake diet to prepare myself for it. It's a lot more than just getting my weight down, guys. Snake diet was really to help me get psychologically prepared for being able to eat like a proper, real powerlifter. Because sure, I could be a great big fat person and powerlift, but I've done that before. And that sort of success is very short-lived. And also, I wasn't really feeling all that great about myself, being able to lift a ton, but being so fat that I couldn't tie my shoes without feeling like my head was going to explode, like my brains were going to leak out of my ears. So, that was a personal choice. And a lot of people didn't agree with how I got to where I am, but, so what? I did it my way. And my body's turning out to be, it's turning out to look pretty good. And there's other things more important than the way the body looks. It's how do you feel? How's your spirituality? How's your emotional state? How's your day-to-day? How do you treat people? How do you talk with people? How do you talk to yourself when you look in the mirror? That's important, just as important. And I'm going to even go out on a limb and say that's 1,000,000 times more important. How you talk to yourself and your self-confidence is than how much you can put on a barbell. There's a lot of miserable, strong people out there who are achieving one end of the powerlifting spectrum, and I imagine that feels excellent. You can't take that away from somebody. But how many of these guys and gals out there who are super strong and achieving great things on the platform are really, really miserable people in life, and you don't want to be around them? Some people say, well, that's the price for success. And I say, well, maybe it's not totally the price for success. Maybe it's just the way they are, and they're kind of screwed genetically in that way that they're just, kind of scummy, rotten people. I can't name any names because I don't know these people, but I understand human nature. And not all the greatest performers in sports are the greatest people and the most wonderful people to be around. So I'm not doing so bad for myself, if I can say so, on that account. And let's get back to the training here. Now, the bench press is feeling pretty good. All these, like I said, man, I'm moving my ass through these workouts until I absolutely have to slow down. And I'll know when that comes. But while I've got the energy, while the weight is relatively light, I'm going to just keep on trucking along. You know what I mean? No sense in taking more time than you need. Just keep it moving, keep pumping, keep grinding, keep pushing that barbell as fast and as hard as you can with the best form that you can. And when you start getting fatigued, don't let your form suffer. But get your ass back under that barbell and keep it moving. Keep it moving. You're not supposed to be in the gym all day long. Right? Okay. So now coming up, in the deadlift portion, which is coming up right away, I have not edited anything just to show you Coach John, to show you how fast I got through my deadlifts, and what it sounds like when you're grinding hard after you've done all of this work and you're fired up and ready. So here we go. Yep, so that was the fastest I worked up to 405 for a triple. And I lost one of these sets somewhere, not sure where, in the editing process. So sorry about that, Coach, but I did get my 3 sets of 8 in with this. I am absolutely positively sure of it. I can count to 3. I just don't know what I did in the editing process. I think my battery ran out or something, I don't know. But I'm looking all over for it, can't find it. Anyway, I got the sets in. You know I did. And it was a training session that really took a lot out of me. But actually leaving the gym, I felt pretty good about things. Wasn't really all that fatigued. But to get through all the work was a good challenge to get through it that fast. And I'm ready for another good week of training. And thank you for the great programming. And I will talk with you soon, Coach. And I'll talk with all you guys later. Thank you. I've got big news coming up about me going to Canada. And I'll talk with you guys a little bit later. Bye.